So fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody. It's so fresh and so fresh and so clean, clean. Good morning, my good peoples. If you are hearing this, yes, I am gonna stop going live. Dun dun dun. Only on Instagram and maybe X. I'm done going live on those two. Because I realize it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I gotta take this thing in-house. I gotta put the people where they belong. So today is my last day going live on Instagram. From now on, if you want to catch me live, you gotta go to YouTube. Point blank period. Point blank period. No way around it. I will no longer be on Instagram starting tomorrow. Somebody said, nigga, why? You making dollars? Yes, but I need to make more dollars on YouTube. Instagram is a great apparatus for me. I love it. It has given me a lot of visibility. It treats me well. But going live on Instagram, I just feel like isn't, or in this capacity, I just feel like isn't the wave. And it's, damn. Now y'all got me double thinking, like, damn. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I want to drive people to the YouTube, but not really giving it to YouTube. And I say that because I'm looking at like Valuetainment. I don't know if you guys know who that is. I'm looking at Valuetainment. I'm looking at academics, everybody, Fig Community. I'm looking at all of the people who operate in this world. Like none of them are going live in this capacity. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like every platform has its I'm gonna just put this on a shirt. Fuck it. Every platform has what it's meant for, if that makes sense. And as I continue to do it, I just feel like if I'm gonna do YouTube, I just need to let it be YouTube, you know? So that's kind of what my thought process has been over the last really this morning. I ain't gonna cap. But with that being said, let me look at these stats. I do feel a lot better because I've kind of figured out a little bit more of what's making sense for me. I hate when I'm like, I hate when I'm, how do I say it? I hate when I feel like I'm just throwing shit at the wall. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sometimes I feel like I'll be throwing shit at the wall, bro. Like, I just feel like I'll be just doing random shit, just grasping at straws, trying to get some shit to click and pop and make sense. And I hate that. It stresses me out. Like yesterday, bro, I was so stressed. Or not, maybe stress isn't the word, but just overwhelmed. Because I'm just like, my wheels be spinning and just like, bro, how do I make this shit click and connect in my mind, bro? How do I get this shit to just do what I needed to do? But I realized, and maybe you guys could like relate to this, I realized like it's not about it clicking because it's already clicking. Like, and that's what I be having to remind myself, like, bro, you literally are making money digitally. You have a well-established brand, right? Like everywhere I go, people know who I am, right? I was in the gas station yesterday in Ontario, and it's crazy because I be noted like you could always kind of tell, but like dude was looking at me, and I kind of look at him at the corner of my eye, and I notice him noticing me, and I be paranoid. I got anxiety. And eventually we in line, so he get behind me. So I'm like, nah, you can go in front of me, bro. Like, nigga, I don't trust you, nigga. I don't know who you is. And then he was, my boy El Coleon say, I'm a sub. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that subscription on YouTube. But yeah, I'm like, you know, you can go in front of me, gang. Like, I don't know who you are, like, whatever. And then he was like, yo, don't you be on a podcast and shit? I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, oh, it's good to see you doing your thing, blah, blah, blah. I say all that to say, bro, like, Uncle Leon said the best, bro. You got a platform. I got everything. It's just I have to consistently stop looking at other people's plates, bro. I be looking at other people's plates like, damn, how this nigga, I'm gonna follow you back right now, gang. He's like, I be like, how this nigga got this many views on YouTube and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, the truth is, bro, like, I haven't been consistent on YouTube. And so it's like, why are you expecting, one, why are you expecting results that you ain't work for? Two, why are you expecting someone else's results? And so that's something that I had to just break down in my mind and just understand, like, gang, like, you gonna be straight, bro. You gonna be straight, bro. Just get your shit together, man. Keep pushing. You gonna be all right. And so that's that, man. That's that. I'm looking to have a good day today. You know, I'm looking to keep pushing. But let's get right into it. I don't know if y'all seen, but there's a plane crash in Catalina. Oh, real quick. Alcalon said, redefine self. I love that. You're absolutely right. Redefine self. So then let me say this. Maybe I do continue to go live on IG. Maybe I do continue to go live on IG. No? I don't know. Hi H _dot_ IGH said, what do you think of gentrification? Okay, this is where I'm going to lose a lot of my followers. So I think it's double-sided. And let me get the vibes right. Y'all know I got to get the vibes right. And I'm going to give you my take on gentrification. Let me get the vibes right. Oh. Let me get my vibes right. Let me get the vibes right. Hold up. Gotta get the vibes right, man. We're going Mont Blanc Red. I've been using a lot of my Creed, so I'm going Mont Blanc Red as my daily now. Get it in the air. Get the vibes right. Okay, listen. Gentrification. I think we are looking at gentrification the wrong way. I think we look at gentrification as the displacement of native people, you know what I'm saying, usually black people, and saying like, hey, they're coming to South Central, they're building up the neighborhood, and then they're kicking people out. I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. I don't see gentrification as a bad thing. And I'm gonna tell you, and when I say gentrification, I'm looking at it and come into my world a little bit from the flipped perspective, not from the perspective of, hey, they're coming in and then they're kicking our grannies out who can't work, and then they're sending our grannies to wherever. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of an investor, right? If I come into this neighborhood, the prices are low, I can then help build up the infrastructure in the neighborhood, bring better businesses, bring better materials, homes, atmospheres, whatever the case may be, restaurants, and then raise the status of this place. I think that's a good thing. I think that you're helping the community. I think that you're making the country a better place. Now, I think the back end of gentrification, of course, is that people are being displaced 100%. I think that, damn, and I might be an asshole, but I think that's like the price of doing business almost. I think that that's the price of doing business almost. Someone said the issue is, or same person, the issue is that the status is never raised for the natives. I mean, I'd argue that if it's not raised for the natives, because if you're living somewhere, right? H dot, we're gonna call you H dot. If I'm living somewhere and everything around me starts to go up, the problem is I'm being priced out, meaning things are getting too expensive. I can no longer afford to live in this nice neighborhood. And so I have to go somewhere where I can afford it. And I'm thinking through this in real time. It's tough, bro. Listen, I don't want to be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Usually I come up here and I'll be an asshole. I just believe in people, bro. I believe in people. I genuinely believe in people. So when I say what I'm about to say, it's not to be an asshole. I just genuinely believe that you have the ability to get your money up. I believe you have the ability to raise the bar as well. You get what I'm saying? Like the people, they take a home, they turn it from a $500,000 home to a $2 million home. The rent goes from $2,200 to $5,500. I believe you can afford that amount of rent. I don't look at my people. I don't look at Black people and think, damn, we can't afford it. We got to move. No, I believe that we can raise ourselves to whatever bar is met. And that's just how I look at it. So when people are like, oh, we're getting kicked out. Nah, bro, nigga, let's play the game. This is real life. I just don't think that we can't play the same game that they play. And when I say they, you know what I mean. But why is it that they can come buy up the homes, renovate them, and make money off of it? I think we should be playing the same game. I think that's the law of the land. And I think that's the problem. You get what I'm saying? I think that's the problem. I'm gonna get into some of the comments, but and I understand that some people, don't get me wrong, like there's elderly people, right, who are not able to necessarily keep up with that. We're gonna have to get into this accountability bag, right? If you're granny, if you're 80 years old, 60 years old, if you're on, what is it, ADP? Is that what it should call? If that's you, listen, I'm gonna be very frank. You should have had your shit together. Like, what are we talking about? You are 80 years old. You should have, bro, you ain't got to be rich, but a 401k, whatever the case may be, I feel like you should have had your shit together. And again, that's probably some super Republican shit to say, like, you should have had your shit together because life is hard. The rules are against us 90% of the time. I understand that. But I'm not afraid of none of this shit. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of it. And I'm a different beast. I get it. You know, granny might not be a different beast, but I don't look at my people and be like, oh, they can't do it. Like, nah, bro. Get your mind right. Okay. I'm 28 years old right now. Get your mind right. If you are under the age of 50, get your mind right and prepare yourself for the next 20 years. Put that shit on wax. Let me see what the comments say. H. Dot said, I'm from the Bay. The gentrifiers made the community worse. New condos that overlook homeless. City is a wreck. Same thing happening to LA. You know what? I'm going to say this. I think that Republican, I don't know if y'all know this. I'm not Republican. Democrats. I definitely do not identify with the way Democrats run our cities. If you look at West Coast cities, Gavin Newsom, the way he's running this shit is terrible. It's trash. It's absolutely trash. It's already like that in LA. I'm on both sides. I'm fortunate my granny owns. Please do not sell your granny crib. Don't do it. Don't sell your granny crib. Keep your granny crib, bro. Too scared to get Compton. No, they coming for Compton. Do not lie. They coming for Compton. They getting Compton. Yeah, Fly. They getting Compton at 100%. But I have cousins from Watts who already gone. They already left. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I've been left LA, bro. Bro, I do not live in LA. Granted, I live in a very, 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 very nice neighborhood, but it's not in the city of LA. LA is trash, my boy. Dangerous. 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 There's no whites in Compton, bro. Damn. H. Dot said that. H. Dot, you said you from the Bay? Okay. Gentrification is going to backfire. I'm from the Bay. It's a complete mess now. I don't think gentrification is going to backfire, bro. Inglewood is popping. That's my next living. I want to move to Inglewood. I ain't gonna cap. I want to move to Inglewood. Inglewood is litty. Inglewood is litty. Not like South Central where my granny at, but yeah. I'm from the Bay. Gentrification raised crime rates and homelessness. No, I think no. H. Dot. Gentrification did not raise homelessness and crime. That is Gavin Newsom and the Democrats. That is their doing. Those people are no, trust me, no. Jordan Downs just got a $3 million football field. We could talk about that actually. Suburban actually posted about that. Jordan Downs did not get a $3 million football field, if I'm not mistaken. They actually got an $11 million grant. The Jordan Downs got an $11 million grant from I forget what it's like the HCAAP or something like that. But basically, they distributed $250 million across the United States to build up certain communities. And they're doing it for, yeah, here we go. Let me show y'all this real quick because we're speaking on it. Present, blah, 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 blah. So check this out. The city of Los Angeles received $11 million grant from the U.S. Department of Interior to help build Jordan Downs Central Park in Watts. The project, and I noticed I read it, is going to have a meadow, which is going to cosplay as a soccer field, 2 basketball courts, all type of crazy walking paths, lightings, outdoor cities, and a community pool. This is fucking huge, bro. This is not gentrification. This is amazing. I don't know the exact percentage, but a large percentage of the new Jordan Downs projects are going to be income based, meaning it's going to be for lower income people, which is the city is literally giving people an allotted amount of time to come and stay in this new done up community. That's the time to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. This is what I'm talking about when I say, bro, this shit is not all bad. It's just that we need to get our minds right and stop listening to Sexy Red and being on bullshit. Like, get your mind right. Put the work in. You know what I'm saying? H. Dot said it's dangerous because in the part, Did Inglewood get gentrified? Added the whole stadium. Is that a W? Send me a request. Let's chat. H. Dot, send me your email. Send me your email. I'll invite you because I'm on StreamYard. I'll have you come up. I'll talk to you. H. Dot, matter of fact, I'm gonna send you. DM me your email, please. H. Dot. DM me your email right now. They better expand that 11 million. Hope folks pocketing some of that money. You can do a lot with 11 million. I agree. Listen, here's my thing. And this is again where I get in my Republican bag of like, time out. They should 100% use the 11 million and allot it to what they say they're going to do. 100%. Granted, 11 million, I think I might pocket some of that too. What are we talking about? I might pocket some of that too, bro. What are we saying? What are we saying? Crazy times we living in. H. Dot, send me your email if you want to come up. If not, I'm going to move on because there was a crazy plane crash that I want to talk about. Let's get into it. Share this tab instead. Yes. Okay, so there's a plane crash in Catalina, and I'm so sad because I love Catalina. I love Catalina.
And we begin with that breaking news on Catalina Island, where several people have died in a small plane crash. This happened shortly after the Beechcraft 95 took off from Catalina last night. 911 got an emergency notification from a cellular device around 8:08 p.m. That gave a GPS location about a mile west of the airport. Rescuers responded. They found all 5 on board dead at the scene. The FAA confirms the aircraft is registered to a person who runs a flight school out of Santa Monica Airport. Flight Aware shows the aircraft took off from the Santa Monica Airport just before 6 p.m. last night. We will have a live report coming up in our next hour.
Super duper sad. I mean, it's a very quick story. My thing is, man, I'm like planes. The more I hear about planes, bro, the more I'm good, bro. And it be the small planes. I'm good on the small planes, bro. I'm good. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why people keep doing it. I don't know why people keep doing it, bro. I genuinely don't know why people keep doing it. I'm good on the small planes. Perfectly do not need to be on a small plane whatsoever. I'm good. Absolutely good. Okay, I got this next one, and this is gonna be my last story for the day. Actually, y'all know I get on here quick 30 minutes tap in. Yes, oh yes, huge. RIP to every single soul that was left. That's never a vibe. That's never a vibe, bro. Death is I was just talking to my little brother about this last night. Like, death is a crazy concept that I still have yet to understand and accept. Like, I can't wrap my head around the concept. I cannot wrap my head around that concept. It's insane. Okay, but I thought this was interesting. This next story here, share this tab instead. Listen, she built a house for $158,000 in Los Angeles. She built a house for $158,000 in Los Angeles. So let's break this down. Let's see what she got going on. We talking about gentrification. These YT people, they doing tight things. Let's see what they got.
He just finished building a house for under $200,000 in LA. Now, in a city where the average home cost is $940,000, this is quite a feat. And once she had the permits, the construction only took 3 months. So today we're going to learn how she built not one, but actually 2 ADUs in her.
Let's talk about it. She built 2 homes. The average price of a home in Los Angeles is $900,000. She built 2 of them for $158,000 in less than 3 months. Now they're ADUs, which means they're back houses, but still pretty dope.
In her backyard, how much money she's able to rent these out for, the big mistakes she made along the way that cost her tens of thousands of dollars,
and why some people aren't a fan of these houses being built.
First, let's see what you can build for under $200,000 anyway. This is Krista's backyard. You can see the 1,500 square foot main house, the house that actually used to be a garage that they converted into a small house, and the brand new construction ADU. So while this is technically a studio, it actually lives a lot more like a 1-bedroom because the bedroom is off on its own little hallway, which is really clever actually. It's funny because this is a similar square footage to my apartment, but this feels way bigger. Like the kitchen is so much bigger than my kitchen.
Question, I want to know from the chat. If you live in an ADU right now, do you like living in an ADU? Secondarily, would you live in an ADU if you already don't? Let's say your rent was $1,000. Would you live in an ADU? This looks nice, by the way. Let's keep it a buck. This looks nice. This looks super nice. This looks crazy.
It's truly like a full-size kitchen. I'm so jealous. All the finishes feel really modern, and I was kind of wondering, for under $200,000, is this going to feel really cheap? And it doesn't. It's nice that the bedroom feels really separated, like a true 1-bedroom, even though it's a studio, and there is even a little outdoor space. So I think it turned out really nice. Like, I would totally live in this. So let's learn how Krista got started in all of this.
So my first experience was when my husband and I purchased this home in 2018. We were looking for something that had an old garage, ideally on the property. So that was really the first step for me, was just to find an opportunity. Around 2020, I renovated the garage in the backyard.
This is, I want to go back. This is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. These people, y'all going crazy. I would definitely live there for a band. An ADU with street parking? Hell no. Listen, we was just talking, if you just now done, we was just talking about gentrification. And this is the mindset I'm talking about, bro. She just said, me and my husband were specifically looking for a house with a garage style. They're looking to come in and convert, bro. They're looking to come in and take advantage of the shit that Black people take for granted, bro. My grandma had a backyard. Guess what? It was a storage. She was hoarding. She used it as a storage instead of saving up her coin and doing something dope like this. It's a mindset, bro.
425 square feet. It became midterm rental, and it's been really, really popular. It took about a year and a half. It actually took longer to build than it should have.
I'm gonna let it play. I'm sorry. And she's Airbnb-ing it out. She's not even renting now. She's Airbnb-ing that bit, man.
Because I went about it the wrong way.
Oh.
So I had a lot of at
We
the
love to
beginning.
learn from you. then.
Yes. Well, at the very beginning, I was trying to build the unit as cheaply as possible.
Basically, Krista didn't pull permits and she hired a handyman instead of a general contractor to convert the garage.
Our neighbors right beside us, they were getting inspected at the time. Yes.
Oh.
So the inspector was up on the second floor and he could clearly see down in the backyard of this home that there was a porta potty outside. There was a lot of
He's
activity
like,
going
what's
on.
going on over here?
Exactly. So he could tell, he looked at the address in the system, he could tell that we obviously didn't pull any permits. And that is when a few hours later, I had a cease and desist work permit on my gate outside. And they basically said you have to stop all activity and you have to go through the formal process of pulling permits with the city of Los Angeles.
So she had to demo everything and start over completely. But in the end, it was all for the best.
So when the inspector came to do the final inspection and say that the home is finished, he mentioned that when he first came to the ADU, back when the handyman was still working on it, he
I feel like I should start doing videos like this. Like, this is a dope 10-minute video that like I could produce for sure.
said that there were pipes in the ground that were supposed to be gas pipes that were actually never meant for the ground. They should never be under soil and various other concerning things like that.
Yeah.
So in the end, I'm very
Did y'all see that? Am I tripping? What the hell?
to do the final inspection
Look at this shit right here.
and say that the home is
They just popped a little Maybelline thing up on there. Bro, they getting money, gang. They getting money.
finished. He mentioned that when he first came to the ADU, back when the handyman was still working on it, he said that there were pipes in the ground that were supposed to be gas pipes that were actually never meant for the ground. They should never be under soil and various other concerning things like that.
Yeah.
So in the end, I'm very, very grateful that that was my first learning. And now I know that all of my
I don't
brand
know.
new construction ADU. She actually had a very clever reason for keeping it under 500 square feet.
So this accessory dwelling unit is
500 square feet is nasty though.
just under 500 square feet because anything over 500, you pay school taxes and school fees.
Oh, that's good to
So-
know. Those are hefty. Those can be.
That's
yeah.
right. I was quoted around $5,000. So
Oh,
it is
yeah.
a
Significant.
savings. Yes. So the architect originally drew this up for about 525 square feet. And then he had the conversation. That's the first time I found out about the school fees. And he mentioned that's something we could do. So I said, that's a great idea. Let's go in that route.
And if you're curious as to why this is, it's because school fees are really just intended to help fund schools that are impacted by new development. But they figure that a home that's only 500 square feet likely wouldn't have any kids living there, so there wouldn't be any school enrollment. So the city doesn't make them pay.
And then do you remember how the costs break down?
So before any construction started, I had a survey done of the property that was around, I believe, $2,300 just to confirm the setbacks. And then outside of that, the permit costs were over about a year and a half.
Yeah.
It was a few $1,000s, maybe around $2,500, I would say. The permitting took much longer for this unit than it normally should in Los Angeles. And then for the construction of the actual ADU, it was $158,000. And that included all of the materials, including flooring, cabinets, countertops, appliances, all of the finishes that you see, tile, toilet, the vanity. So basically everything.
Here's how the costs break down for something like this. She spent $3,800 on an architect. The foundation was $10,000. Framing and roofing, $20,000. The rough electrical, plumbing, and HVAC was $18,000. To get the drywall, stucco, and installation done, $24,000. All of the flooring and tile total.
This is where y'all start getting scared right here when they start talking about this money. It's where people start leaving the chat. I want to say, now that I'm 158,000. I guarantee she got two of them, right? But I want to know how much she's making because how long does it take to make her money back? That's the question.
To $10,000. The finished electrical and plumbing was $14,000. Painting, $6,000. All the doors and windows were $3,500. Cabinets and countertops, $6,500. Really not bad considering it's such a big kitchen. And the shower enclosure was $3,000.
And then outside of that is the solar. And I chose to hire a company that cost around $5,500, which was the minimum amount of panels that the plans called for.
Oh, so does the city require it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So for my first ADU, it was a garage conversion. So the city of LA does not count that as a new construction building. So I did not have.
Solomon De Niro said painting 6K. Bruh, y'all got to realize how much this must be costing, bruh. This is not the 99-cent store. It get real out here. Shit costs. What boss? You want to be the boss? Yeah, I gotta pay the price. Nigga, pay the price.
Have to have the solar company come out and install panels. But for this one, it's a ground up new construction ADU. So yes, it did have to have solar panels.
But yeah, you don't have to get like a ton in batteries and all these things.
Exactly. And all of the bids that I got for solar, they of course wanted to sell me, 10 to 15 panels, backup battery, like all of these extra things. But at the end of the day, my plans called for, I believe it was like 5 panels. So that's all that I got, just because it's such a small home and the utilities are here for one person living will be very low.
So I'm sure you guys are wondering how much this makes when it's rented out. Krista actually rents this right now as a midterm rental on Airbnb.
Let's talk about the Airbnb side of it. What is the pricing like on Airbnb? Does it fluctuate for different times of the year? Or is it always kind of the same?
It does fluctuate. Yeah. So summer is actually the peak season.
Okay, yeah.
So for the original ADU, I've charged anywhere from $3,800 to $4,000 a month during the summer months. And then
she charged $3,800 to 4 bands a month. That's a little under what, 60? $48,000. I lied. $48,000 only for the summer months though, so it's about 3 months. Jeez Louise.
then the winter tends to be a little bit slower. So Jan through March, it will be rented for about $3,300 to maybe $3,500 per month. So I expect this unit to fall in line with that.
Yo, Solo said she hiring a company, shaking my head. Hector and Jose doing it for 60% cheaper. Bingo! Listen, man, you ain't lying. But let me ask you a question. Is Hector and Jose gonna do it the right way, bro? Y'all seen that house that just blew up in Long Beach? Don't have my ADU blowing up because you want it to be 60% cheaper.
That pricing, this one is a little bit bigger. So I feel like it should be pretty similar.
So at an average of $3,500 per month, it should take actually less than 4 years to get a full return on this investment.
Wow.
Of course, it's possible there will be vacancies.
Wow, that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. 4 years to make all your money back, and then after that, you scot-free. I mean, obviously after expenses, but what's the overhead? It can't be crazy.
So it'll likely take a little bit longer, but still, that's amazing.
I know you've done midterm rentals. Would you ever think about doing like a long-term renter if someone wanted to?
I've had tenants book through Airbnb for 30 plus days at a time, and they were amazing guests. And for a few tenants that have booked originally on Airbnb, yes, absolutely. If they are good tenants, which almost everyone has been fantastic so far, absolutely, I will allow them to extend. The reason I don't generally like the long-term route is because there have been times I put a hold on the unit when friends or family come to stay, and I like the option to be able to use the unit throughout the year if we have people come and stay. So that is one thing that you don't have the option for if someone is staying for 1+ year.
So yeah, you use it a bit personally for friends and family.
That's right.
That's like a really good use then to do midterm.
So this is a really great setup for Krista, but not everyone loves a.
Hold on, y'all. Watch this. They messed up. Look at this.
You use it a bit personally for friends and family.
That's right.
That's like a really good use then to do midterm.
So this is
all right. Peep. Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? It's blurred out. Okay, but I seen it where it wasn't blurred out. It's somewhere on here it wasn't blurred out. Where it's at? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna find it. Motherfucker, I seen it. They got one on here where it's not blurred out, bro. They lucky I ain't got the time, man.
This is a really great setup for Krista, but not everyone loves ADUs. They're actually a little bit controversial. Most of the criticism of people who don't want other neighbors to build these ADUs are people that are worried about street parking. Because in a neighborhood like this, for example, these houses are technically allowed to build ADUs, but there really is not a lot of street parking over here. So I could kind of see that. However, in Krista's case, there was a ton of street parking, and then she also had parking spots on her land as well. She had like 4 parking spots probably. So a lot of people just don't want the neighborhood to change. And I could kind of see that if a neighbor built a 2-story ADU and you only have a 1-story house, that would be kind of annoying. But I think as long as it's the same level as the similar houses, it's fine. And the fact of the matter is, whether the neighbors like it or not, it's legal to do in a lot of places in LA. So even if the neighbors don't like it, technically it is legal because the city wants to incentivize people to just build more housing units. And Krista found in her experience, her neighbors didn't have a problem with it.
How has it been received over here, I guess?
So I know so many of the neighbors on my block. I have their cell phone numbers. I'm very involved in neighborhood activities. And so I've been very vocal from the beginning that we are building an ADU the first time and then the second time. But what I tell the contractors, it's the same thing I tell the guests who stay in these homes, is that I know the neighbors on all sides of the home and I know them personally, I care for them, and I want to respect them. So whether it's noise or dirt or dust.
Okay, I think this is dope, man. I think this is absolutely dope. I remember, and I talk about it all the time, when I used to be a mailman in Long Beach, a lot of the Long Beach residences I would deliver to had back houses. And I remember I walked in one day and I seen this lady with her husband and they were selling a home. And I was so interested in buying a home and because you think about it, you get a home, you put a down payment, you own the home now, right? Off of a down payment, first time buyers, what is it, 3-5%, whatever it is. You take that and you have enough space to have multiple lots on the background. Now you got this mini business going. Not saying it's going to be perfect, but in the world of real estate, Grant Cardone says it, one doe, no go. Don't be a one doe hoe, meaning don't buy real estate and rent it out when you just have one unit. You always want to set yourself up to have multiple units. And I'm that type of guy, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're building Suburban, this media company, but a big thing for me is, I'm going to live in a luxury apartment. I don't care what nobody says. I want to go to a luxury apartment. I don't have a house. I'm obviously young. I don't want a home. I don't got kids. Give me a luxury apartment, but I'll buy homes and rent them out in multiple sectors. I think LA is a little tricky because, there's rules around it when it comes to Los Angeles, California real estate. For instance, you can move in and you don't have to move out. It's illegal to kick people out and things like that. And so it could get a little bit sticky when it comes down to West Coast investments. But at the end of the day, I think this is dope. She built not a house, but an ADU. Obviously, the title's a little bit misleading. But still, this is really dope, super informative. I'm going to jump off of that. I'm going to show y'all one thing that I'm highly interested in. This might be a little left because it's not about Los Angeles, but it's something that I've been thinking about for a very, very long time. And let's get into it. I'm in the crypto world. And this is none of this whatsoever is financial advice. None of it. Okay. It's not financial advice. Don't say that Scotty told you. It's not financial advice. Okay. This is me giving you my perspective on some of the plays that I'm looking to personally do, but it's not financial advice. Okay, so this is very confusing, but this is crypto, or this may be confusing, may not. This is crypto. I'm looking at this coin called Based Brett. It is a meme coin. It is 100% not to be taken seriously as a serious crypto, but this coin, I believe, is going to have 1,000x return. 1,000x return. And so I'm gonna keep it simple because I know this is an LA page. I understand. This is my plan. I'm giving y'all my plan right now. My goal, and I'm so serious when I say this, I'm looking to have $100,000 by the end of January. I'm gonna say it again. I'm looking to have $100,000 by the end of January. I'm going to invest some point today $1,000 into this coin right here. This is the price right here, 0.08. I'm going to buy $1,000 worth for this. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Coin Market. Is it Coin Gecko? I think it's Coin Gecko. Coin Gecko, Brett to USD. He's already been looking at it. Okay, so let me see. We're gonna do this right now. One Brett equals that 1,000 USD. Can I go 1,000? Okay, 1,000 USD gets me 11,398 in Brett. Okay, so I'm gonna buy 1,100 or 11,000 of these. Okay, let's follow me. Share this tab instead. Okay, so now I have 11,000 Brett. I believe Brett will go to $10. I'm gonna sell off at about $8 at the end of January. That'll be $91,000. I'm gonna add 10 grand to that. I'm gonna have $100,000. That's my game plan. I'm letting you know. I love y'all. Scotty out. Thank you for joining the check-in. I will be back tomorrow for episode 15. Love you guys. Long time. Please subscribe to our YouTube, bro. Get off of Instagram. Get off of all this stuff. Go to YouTube. I love y'all. I'm out, bro. I'm out.